Hey guys, good morning or good night, good evening, whatever it is. Welcome back to a new video. Today's video is part 2 of the backyard makeover, and let's get into it. In the previous episode, I was doing everything by myself, and what I had done, my main goal is I want to move that little hut thing that I had built. I want to move it back because it had just ended up being that the little space behind it was just storing a bunch of stuff. We would just hide anything, it's just one of those hidden spaces, but in a backyard. So in the last episode, what I had done is I took everything out of there and then I raked it all out and tried to rototill it to be even because it actually went up. It was like a little hill back there. But in today's episode, my son Julian is going to be helping me, and we have Jalen, my daughter, in the little pack and play right there. So we're just raking it down a little bit more, just trying to level it a little bit more because the rototiller only could do so much with how much dust and dirt had gotten loose and up from when I did it. So anyways, what he is doing is just trying to get everything out of the little hut that I built, and we will be taking off the shutters and trying to attempt to move this thing back and figure out a good situation. I don't know if I wanted it angled or against a fence, but that's what we're working on right now. So we're not sure exactly how it's going to end up, but we're kind of just going with the flow right now. But that is what is going on right now.
Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around someone? 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like that. It burns, so give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorry's won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Ooh, who needs a job to pay the rent? He's busy. Gotta feel free sometimes, right? What doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Just make it go away. Can't take another day. Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like that. It hurts, so giving something worse to pass the time. Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause
Okay, so for whatever reason, I think just because it was all dusty, I decided to hose the whole thing down, and then I will be hosing down the cushions and all that, and we will be putting everything back in. We decided to do it at a slight angle, not really up against the fence, but it's not as angled as it was before, just because I think it looks nicer that way. Um, I actually really like how the back fit looks, so it's kind of a bummer that I can't really figure out a way to put it to where we can see the back. But so we're doing that right now. And then I have an idea to kind of raise up the furniture and stuff that has been placed in it, because as of right now, it's not sitting on gravel. There's gravel on the very far left side of the yard where the trampoline and where we are at. But where I rototilled, obviously, it's just a bunch of dirt. So I did not want it just sitting there. And my original idea was I was going to rake some of the gravel in there. But I think my idea is actually better because we are in Washington and it rains quite a bit. And if you guys are new here, we actually redid our whole yard, as in tore up all the grass and put a French drain pipe because our yard was not draining. So our yard has really been like one of those things that we just keep going back to and just keep trying little by little to try to make it better. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, you can go ahead and check out my channel. I just love trying to figure out new things and ideas, and obviously I love to do DIY stuff because I built that thing out of a duck hut. We had ducks, well, a duck coop that my husband had made the duck coop, and we had a bunch of fencing and that random door and just all these weird things that I was about to put in the back of his truck to take to the dump. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I can build a little hut. And of course, I got the idea from Pinterest, and maybe it doesn't look like it's Pinterest worthy. Like the roof does need to be redone and little things here and there. It's kind of cockeyed on the top. It goes up on one side and the other side straight. But the whole idea is, sometimes when you look at junk and you're like, yeah, let's just get rid of it, you can just kind of open your mind a little bit more, and maybe you can make it into something, because that's what I did. And we love this thing. So anyways, we are working on putting the shutters and all that back on, and you will see my little idea. So I just don't have to get rid of more stuff. I'm trying to use as much stuff that I have for something different instead of getting rid of it.
I was lost in the woods under dust, and the fairies found me. And they led the way, they cleared the way to my heart. All the hurt, all the pain under the skin, I had fainted. They carried me, they cleared the way to my heart. Thank you to magic for rescuing me. Thank you to summer for fairies.
Okay, so right here I'm measuring for more flooring with the pallet, because when I put the little table that I made, the little stump table in there, I didn't like how low it was, so that's what I'm working on right now.
I had fallen head first into love with another complete stranger, and he robbed away, taking most of me when he left. When mama told me to keep falling, if they wouldn't have found me. I don't dare to think about what I would have been without them. Oh, thank you to magic for rescuing me. Thank you to summer for fairies. Blowing glitter in the wind. 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 Thank you to fairies.
As I'm doing all this, I'm thinking about how I'm just grateful that, my perspective or my view on life, I'm thankful that I don't see everything the way that usual, people just throw everything away. And I'm looking at it as stuff I can use. And I'm just thankful that I'm creative in that way, because a lot of people would throw so much of this stuff away. And I mean, that Christmas tree, yeah, we're throwing that thing away. That was shoved behind the shed too, or the little hut that I built. But, I look at that thing that I built and I'm just like amazed. Like I amazed myself, I guess. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I just want you guys to know, like, just kind of take a second look at things, can you use it for something else? It's good to just kind of realize that you actually have most of what you need, and you just don't see it that way. But as everyone else on YouTube is decorating for fall, I'm just trying to soak up the summer. I have no want or need to jump into fall. As you've heard, I am in Washington and it feels like it's fall most of the year here. So I'm in no rush. And in the next video, we actually got surprised with a pool. We had a pool and it was leaking and stuff. So my husband didn't want to keep the pool anymore, and he had no want for that pool because of the money that went into it to keep it clean and all that. But I think we're all kind of in this state of mind of like, oh my gosh, summer seems to be coming to an end, and YouTube influencers and all that are not really helping. They're making it seem like it's going even faster than it is. But even though the school year may start, that doesn't mean summer is over. Maybe for the kids, but for my kids, no, summer is not over. We're getting a pool in this next video, and I'm soaking up summer as long as I can. All these nice days, I want to enjoy them. So do not expect a fall decorate video from me. But anyways, as I'm trying to put another piece of wood on this to make it more stable, I come to find out I didn't measure good. Actually, I did measure, but I should have measured the end of the little hut, like the back, because I didn't realize that the side was kind of like angled out. So eventually I will be, after I try to cram it in there, just watch me struggle here, but I will be trying to make it fit as best as I can. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. The music I choose, I just listen to music on Epidemic Sound, and I don't think of anything else. All I do is I listen to it, and I don't watch the screen or read the words or anything. And if I like the music, how it makes me feel or how it sounds, I pick the music. So in my videos, music does not go together well, but I feel like it's all good music, and I love a variety of music. But anyways, let's get back into this video.
Don't cover me, babe. Your shadow's hanging over me. on me. Just breathe on me and don't cover me, babe. Don't lay yourself on top of me. I don't want us to start again. I'll get it in, I'm not your friend. Oh, oh. When everything's been said and everything's been done, I'll be down the street, all passed out on rum. 'Cause I'm trying to forget you, I'm trying to forget about you. Don't cover me, babe, your shadow's hanging over me. Breathe on me, just breathe on me, and don't cover me, babe. Don't fill me with this false charades. I can't do this anymore, or I'm not up for hurting no more. But everything's been said and everything's been done, I'll be down the street, all passed out on rum. 'Cause I'm trying to forget you, I'm trying to forget about you. There's nothing I wouldn't trade. Well, now bleed if you gotta bleed, or leave if you gotta leave. Scream if you gotta scream, misbehave if that's what it takes. Oh, run if you gotta run. I said come if you gotta come. Oh, dream. Oh, when everything's been said and everything's been done, I'll be down the street, all passed out on rum. 'Cause I'm trying to forget you, I'm trying to forget about you. There's nothing I wouldn't trade. Can you feel my spirit go? Can you see my spirit go?
Okay, so I'm just kind of tinkering around, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing right here. I don't even remember. I think I'm just trying to see, like, if I could shut the shutters, kind of, like, obviously they don't go to each other. I would need probably 3 more pairs of shutters, but just trying to see if it would work. I wasn't sure. So see the legs on that little bench? I wasn't sure if I wanted those to be on the wood. So I was kind of not really struggling, sort of. I was kind of going back and forth with thinking, like, do I want it like sitting on the wood, or do I want to shove those legs into the little holes? Because either way, it's going to be off the ground. So I was kind of debating for a while. I kept going back and forth, figuring it out. And yeah, it's funny though, because I actually did not include the clips where when I was cutting the pallet, I cut each end, like where the side board is along the front, where you see where my foot is. I cut that and I cut the back one. And then I actually put the saw away and I took my time and I just took the extension cord and put everything in the garage. And then I realized, duh, what in the world was I thinking? I think I was just so tired, but I wanted to do this. Obviously, it's later in the day, but I was not thinking. So I actually had to pull everything back out and cut the two middle parts. And then after that had happened, and then realizing that I can't shove it all the way in there, kind of just like, I was just like, man, I should just leave this saw outside. You never know how much I'll need it, right? But I mean, it happens. I'm not trying to hide it. I just wanted to take it out because I'm like, well, I don't know. It was taking me a while. And this video was actually really long. It was about an hour long, but it would have been just slow paced. And I feel like it's a little bit slow paced anyways, because really all I did is I moved that back. Well, my son and I did. And then I'm just putting a floor up. But in the end of this video, I show you guys like little sneak peeks of the new video, so you get more of an understanding of what to stay tuned for, I guess, if you want to. But I'm trying to right now, I'm trying to put this rock here because the shutter, when I was taking him off, the bracket broke and I couldn't find another one for now. I'm sure we have something somewhere, but for right now, I'm putting that rock there so it can't go like tip. And then in the inside part, I actually have a log. You can barely see the edge of it there. And here's my little stump table that I built. I actually had a little stump bench before, and I might do that again. I'm not sure. No one really sat on it, so I felt like it was cute, I thought, but if we're not going to use it, I'll use stuff, but if we're not going to use it, like if no one else is going to use it, then I kind of just so I cut it apart and I turned it into a little stump table or something like that. I don't know. I don't know where the bench went. But here are some clips from the next episode.
The other way and push.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin.
Karen, you see yourself? You see yourself? I see Daddy. Say, I see Dada. Water. And it's exciting because we've actually never had a brand new pool, you know. Look at her. What do you think?
New play place.
It's the last time you're going to be able to do this. Might as well do it once, right?
What are you doing in there? Are you swimming with no water?
Careful, careful, don't slip. You have to go bribe him. Go to the door.
Gold rings, gold leaves.